Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Litecoin, quick update, and we're going to take a look at some Elliott wave as well if there's a potential reality with that too, and just kind of keep you updated and abreast on these features. So again, if you're new to the channel, been trading for a very long time, love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today, of course. And if you do learn something, obviously let me know. I love to make a positive impact on people. And of course, we have a lot of different opportunities here as well as a community member. So consider joining. We have discounts for military, third world countries, and students alike. We also have a partnership page here as well with multiple competitions monthly through Bitkit and Bybit. Right now, Bybit is offering an airdrop if you deposit $100 and use the link down below. So something awesome to check out, but it's really cool to be able to kind of be part of this. We have some amazing community members here taking some real healthy profits here recently. So it's just a fantastic experience. So keep up the good work, everyone. Super proud of you. It's kind of tough market to trade in right now. There's no doubt about it. Swing traders are getting pretty devastated with the large swings up and down with Bitcoin. So what we're doing as a community is we're actually bringing day trades to the community, kind of help you get better perspective on how things are looking. So generally speaking, day trades are soon to come here in the next couple of weeks. That being said, with Elliott Wave here on Litecoin, it's really awesome to be able to kind of see what's going on now. Big picture, if you're not familiar with Elliott Wave, what it does, it basically takes a higher high and then goes to a lower high and continues to essentially count up as you go higher highs and higher lows up to a 5. Okay, so we've got basically 1, 3, 5, those are the highs, and the 2 and the 4 are the lows. So at this point here, the most recent higher high was $105, just around 106 round up, and that was back in February. So since then, we have an ABC pattern forming. You can see here, A is the lowest low, B is a lower high, and C should also be a lower low. Okay, so it's not a guarantee it's going to hit this level, because if Bitcoin breaks 30,000 and stays above that for some time, I think this will be invalidated. But in the meantime, we can expect the price action to come down. Not saying to short your shirt off, but I can tell you we don't have confirmation yet that the price is going to break above. We don't have confirmation the price is going to break below. So in a lot of cases, it's best to wait on the sidelines for something like this. But again, this is forecasting a decrease in value. Furthermore, we can also see that we're above 50 on the RSI. That is mostly bullish. It's a very positive sign. We also have a potential convergence here, even though we just diverged a couple days ago. So it's kind of all over the place because Bitcoin is kind of stuck on stupid, for lack of better terms. Last 23 days it's been stuck in the range. While it's just now breaking free today, the candlestick hasn't closed yet, so we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves yet. Okay. So again, keep that in mind. This is a really nice little increase here today from Litecoin based on Bitcoin's pump. But keep in mind that could very well disappear, and there's a lot of resistance at the 29K mark. We'll see here soon if that can hold. Excited to see if it goes up or down. Obviously, we're on the precipice of hopefully something great, but it's interesting. So pay attention to Bitcoin. I make a Bitcoin video every day, and kind of learn Bitcoin significantly first, and then understand how altcoins work, because they kind of work together. Okay, so let's take a look here. This Elliott wave here on the 4 hour is a little different. Keep in mind, it's always going to be different on different time frames because you have higher lows and lower highs in different ways. It's always going to manifest itself different. But if we see here, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to hit a 5 here in order to have this continuation. So if we were to come up to just say this Fibonacci retracement level of $97, that could be a pivot point for the price action to start making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so again, it's not official, but if we don't establish a higher high here soon, then this will be invalidated and we won't really have a lot of reliability on that time frame. Okay, again, not a bad thing. We're coming up to 70 on the RSI as well, so keep in mind there's some resistance there as also, because in Litecoin's recent history, we can see 70 on the RSI for the most part, minus one outlier, has been a very strong resistance level. So minus this one little increase, we can see the price getting rejected at 70 consistently. Okay, so again, not a definitive line in the sand, but it absolutely is something to note. We are converging here on the MACD as well. So convergence going into an RSI at 70 could put us at a resistance point where the price rejects that level. Once again, hard to say specifically. We'll bridge that gap when we get there, but the 4 hour time frame is looking, I would say, fairly neutral, and the daily is kind of, it's also fairly neutral too, because we got some correction that should happen, but we also got the price action stuck in a certain range. Interesting behavior here. We're going to very well see soon a definitive direction from Litecoin, but as you can see here, this is when Bitcoin pumped here, and the price has been kind of going sideways ever since, but you can also see this potential pennant type of pattern form where a lot of times there's a breakout to the upside because the bears cannot sustain that price point. Okay, so we'll see here soon if that were to occur. The key takeaway here is that we are 5 hours in this continuation. We got a few more hours left. It could have more gas left in the tank, but look at TD sequential and of course Ichimoku Cloud. There's more confirmation in the hourly. The short term is bullish. Big surprise, right? Bitcoin pumps with billions of dollars of USDT coming back into the market in a 10-minute period. Obviously, we're going to see that happen with alts too. Just keep in mind, when money comes away from Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance comes down, altcoin dominance increases. We could very well see some alts pumping here soon, but a lot of times it's best to wait on the sidelines when situations like these, just because there's a tremendous amount of volatility, and depending on the type of trade you're taking, could very well hurt you. In other words, if you're day trading, different story altogether. You're going to have different strategies. That's why we're bringing day trades to our community here soon. Within the next couple of weeks, we'll have that up and running. But between now and then, as a swing trader, I would say that there's not a tremendous amount of awesome opportunities out there. While the market is green for the most part, it was bright red 3 hours ago. Okay, so you got to recognize that these things do change the market. Okay. So that being said, last thing we want to take a quick look at would be our CC Golden indicator here, and we can see there's some pretty obvious indications here. First of all, had a nice sell signal there, followed by a buy signal. So to my community members that got in right here, because we have a lot of members that just recently started using this indicator, they're probably upwards of about 2% in profit right now, and they should have taken profit right in this range. Okay, so we got an overextension and a sell target. Essentially, those are all things you can fully automate through an alert system. If you're just to go ahead and just say add an alert, you choose CC Golden, and you can choose if it's when it has an exit strategy there, we're going to create that alert. Okay, so again, really simple stuff, but the cool thing here is we're above the green line here, which basically just tells us that we're on the right side of the tracks. That's confirmation. So in truth, there's a lot more bullish behavior right now than bearish in the most recent past, and that is something that could translate to the larger timeframes. So I guess to summarize, the short-term timeframes are telling us it's bullish, just like every other coin right now because Bitcoin pumped. Long-term picture, we're seeing a lot of bearish qualities and some resistance levels that are holding in place, and the likelihood of it breaking through there is fairly low unless Bitcoin can sustain 30,000 or higher. We're not quite there yet, but if we do get there, alts will start to surge and we'll start to see some cool things, but we want to see how Bitcoin behaves first. That to me is the catalyst, and those are things you want to recognize. Hope that makes sense and I described that correctly. Thank you so much for watching. Again, you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. Be sure to use our links here for our affiliates, if you will, or partners. They are fantastic, and there's a lot of benefits here for you if you decide you want to start using some of those resources, because they've done very well for me over the years, and I can tell you that these competitions we have are super healthy and super easy money. All you got to do is use the link to register. You'll always be eligible for that when those occur. Thanks again for joining me here again. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you soon.